Naaman was a mighty warrior, highly respected, celebrated for his victories, honored by kings, and feared by enemies. Yet, despite his strength, there was a shadow over his glory. Beneath the shining armor lay a secret sorrow. His skin bore the marks of leprosy. Power could not heal him, wealth could not buy him peace, and fame could not cover his shame. But in his house lived a little girl. Once, she had played freely in the hills of Israel, laughing under the sun. Then raiders came. Her laughter was stolen, her parents' voices silenced, and she was carried away as a captive. Now she served quietly in the home of Naaman, the commander of Aram's armies. The little girl was unseen, her name forgotten by history. Yet she noticed everything. She saw her mistress's face fall with worry when her husband's illness worsened. She saw Naaman hide his hands when greeting men. She heard the whispers in the household, the fear surrounding the disease. Though far from home, her heart remained bound to the God of Israel, the God who heals. And so, with courage greater than her size, she spoke. If only my master would see the prophet who is in Samaria, he would cure him of his leprosy. Simple words, small words, but spoken in faith. Her mistress carried the message to Naaman, and Naaman carried it to the king. Soon, chariots thundered toward Israel, not because of a king's command, but because of a little girl's whisper. Naaman arrived at the house of Elisha, expecting grandeur, a prophet to greet him, wave his hands, and honor his rank. But Elisha sent only a messenger. Go, wash yourself 7 times in the Jordan, and your flesh will be restored. Naaman's pride boiled hotter than his leprosy. Are not the rivers of Damascus better than all the waters of Israel? He cried, turning away in anger. Yet again, it was the voice of the lowly that saved him. His servants pleaded, Father, if the prophet had asked you to do something great, would you not have done it? How much more then, when he says, wash and be clean? And Naaman listened. He stepped into the Jordan River, once, twice, 3 times, 7 times in all. On the 7th, he rose from the water, and his skin was restored like that of a child. The mighty warrior became like the little girl who first believed. He returned to Elisha and confessed, Now I know that there is no God in all the world except in Israel. Reflection. The story began with a man of power, but the turning point came from a child of no reputation. A nameless girl, forgotten by men but remembered by God, became the vessel of a miracle. Her faith was small, yet it lit the path for Naaman's healing and his salvation. In Naaman's house, it was not the king, nor the general, nor even the prophet who first turned the tide. It was the little girl, proof that in God's kingdom, the smallest voices can carry the greatest hope. What is your take on this story? Please, like, subscribe, comment, and turn on the notification bell. Thank you.